Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. That queen on your screen, her name is Marlin. Anytime you see any comment in the comment section with the handle Marley Babe, that's her. Marlin, she has commented on every single video on this channel. My friend, for many years, you are celebrating your birthday today. A happy birthday to you. Let's hope that today you're going to be having a wonderful birthday, and may you live to see a whole heap more. Also, that man on your screen, that's Marlin's nephew, Mario. Mario, he's celebrating his birthday today also. Mario, Marlin and the entire family, they're asking us to wish you a happy birthday today. Let's hope that you're going to be having a wonderful birthday, and may you live to see a whole heap more. In the news today, detectives at the Portmore Sissoko office, they have arrested and charged 2 bus conductors for rape and other sexual offenses. A bus conductor named Richard Campbell, but he's popularly known as Richie. He is 31 years old and he is living at Port Henderson Road in Bridgeport. He has been charged for sexually assaulting a 12-year-old schoolgirl inside the bus last month. In the next case, bus conductor Ricardo Powell, but he's popularly known as Lucky. He is 18 years old and he's living at Robinson Close, Portmore Lane, also in Bridgeport. He was charged for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old schoolgirl Monday night, May 13. So, both of them, they'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next report, you remember that I told you about that serial raper bull on your screen yesterday? His name is Mervin Jarret. We are now finding out that Mervin, he's also called Kids Meal. Mervin is now in police custody facing multiple rape charges. What we are also finding out is that Mervin, he was tried and convicted for abduction and rape of a 16-year-old schoolgirl in July 2010. A jury found him guilty and he was sentenced to 12 years in prison. He was released from prison in January 2017 after the appeal court quashed his conviction based on a technicality. Since Mervin was released from prison, he returned with a vengeance. We are told that many females who Mervin assaulted, they are afraid of reporting him because he had threatened them with gun. This guy need to stay in jail or prison. Boy, may I tell you. Now, this next incident, it took place last night, Wednesday, May 15, about 10 o'clock. It took place at Georges Street in the Falmouth area of Trelawny. We are told that a 27-year-old guy known as Brad, he's living at Wakeland in the Falmouth area. Brad, he was walking along the roadway with a female when he was attacked by a group of guys. One of them stabbed him under his left armpit, causing a serious wound. Brad, he was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. The mayhem. Now, this next incident, it took place Tuesday night, May 14, about a few minutes after 10 o'clock. It took place at First Brissett in the Lucy area of Hanover. Our information is that persons were in a bar in that area when a motorcycle with no lights on and with 2 hoodlums aboard slowly rode up from Johnsontown direction. The bike, it stopped in front of the bar, and the pillion, he jumped off it with a gun in his hand. The pillion, he opened gunfire at an 18-year-old guy named Jamal who was in the bar. Jamal, he managed to run away and made good his escape without being shot. Another guy who was inside the bar, he was visiting from Canada. He's called Redman and he's said to be in his early 20s. The hoodlum chased Redman onto Shaw Drive and fired several shots at him. Redman, he also managed to escape without being harmed. The hoodlum, he then jumped on the bike and he and his crony, they made good their escape towards Dryhill direction. Listen this now, listen this. We are told that a white 2013 Nissan AD wagon motor car, it was passing on the road at the time that the shots were being fired. That car received gunshot damage to the front and back windscreen, the lower section of the driver's door, the front and back passenger seat, as also the trunk. A 34-year-old female passenger who was sitting in the front passenger seat of the car, she received a gunshot graze to the right side of her back. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 14 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. In the meantime, we are learning that the two hoodlums who were on the bike, they are known. One of them is from First Brissett and the other one, he's from Harton Gardens. The mayhem. Now, in this next story, ever so often, you will hear government and other officials encouraging persons to either stay in Jamaica and invest or come to Jamaica and invest. What you will not hear them saying is that investing in Jamaica comes with a huge risk. And yes, yeah man, I know. You see, somehow no. Uno sell uno soul to politics. So you are now gonna be cussing and saying that Popeye is being political. That's a fear business. What I dare you to say is that Popeye is lying and point out the lie that Popeye is telling. I bet you cannot. So the truth is, investing in Jamaica comes with a big risk. You are called upon to pay extortion, and if you don't pay, you are killed. Or hoodlums rob you and maybe kill you. A man, his surname is Pinedo, so everyone who know him either call him Mr. P or Sir P. He is 56 years old, and anyone who know Sir P, they will tell you that he is a very hard working man. A man who invests in Jamaica. For many years, Sir P, he owns and operates a supermarket at Delvland in the parish of Westmoreland. Years ago, maybe over 5 or 6 years ago, Sir P, he was delivering some goods at Grangehill in Westmoreland when hoodlums pounced. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire at Sir P. Luckily, he had what it took to defend himself. Sir P, he returned the fire and the hoodlums, they ran away making good their escape. Last night, Wednesday, May 15, about 9 o'clock, Sir P, he locked up his supermarket and he was heading home. He was driving his white Toyota Hiace minibus. On reaching a Canefield area where there is a narrow concrete and metal bridge, Sir P, he realized that the road was blocked with banana trees and pieces of sticks. As a result, Sir P, he got ready. About 3 hoodlums then came out of the cane field. 2 with them 16 rifles and 1 with a 9mm pistol. Sir P, he managed to squeeze off, and that is what may have saved his life. The hoodlums, they ran off in the cane field, and while they were running away, they managed to squeeze off a few rounds, hitting Sir P to the right side of his chest and the upper section of his right hand. The bus that Sir P was driving also received gunshot damage to the right driver door post and the right side door glass. The police, they were called and they rushed with Sir P to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, a number of M16 and 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Let's hope that this hard-working businessman survives the mayhem. Now, in this next incident, we are told that a guy, he's popularly known as Shay. Shay, he was involved in a fist fight with another guy at King Street in Montego Bay. Shay, he got beat up and he decided that him nah take it so. Shay, he left and he returned about 7:30 last night, Wednesday, May 15. 3 females, they were standing in a yard. Shay, he didn't see the guy who beat him up, but we are told that he pulled a gun and opened gunfire at the 3 females. He then made good his escape. When the smoke was clear, it was discovered that a 27-year-old female, popularly known as Chin, she received a gunshot wound to her left shoulder. A 57-year-old female, popularly known as Auntie Pauline, she received gunshot wounds to her left hand, and a 29-year-old female, popularly known as Chrisanne, she received gunshot wounds to her right shoulder. All 3 females, they were rushed to a nearby hospital where they were treated. The mayhem. Now, in yesterday's video, I told you that the police, they had shot and killed a guy on Monday afternoon, but it was actually Tuesday afternoon, May 14. That incident, it took place at Mount Eagle in the Grangeville area of Westmoreland. I had shown you a photo, but there is a better photo of him. His name is Richard Calvert, but he was popularly known as Richie. The police, they are claiming that they had gone to the house in search of a most wanted hoodlum when Richie, he was spotted and he opened gunfire at them. Richie, he was killed, and the police, they are saying that an illegal Glock 9mm pistol with 17 live rounds were seized. Indicom is carrying out investigations. The mayhem. Now, in this next incident, a guy, his name is Damian Freeman, but he was popularly known as 45 or Steve. On Monday, May 13, 45, he celebrated his 42nd birthday. He lived at William Street in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. We are told that 45, he was a popular cash for gold man in Montego Bay. He would normally be seen on St. James Street near to the T-junction on a plaza. 2 days after 45's birthday, yesterday morning, Wednesday, May 15, about 9 o'clock, he was walking along King Street, popularly known as Canterbury, when a black Nissan Sylphy motorcar drove up and stopped. A hoodlum jumped out of the car with a gun in his hand. The hoodlum, he immediately opened a barrage of gunshots at 45, hitting him to his head and his upper body. 45, he managed to run off, but he eventually fell to the ground. The hoodlum, he then jumped back into the car, and he and his crony, they made good their escape towards the direction of Upper King Street. 45, he died on the spot. The police, they were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 7 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, this one took place last night, Wednesday, May 15, almost 12 midnight. It took place at Cooper's Pen in the parish of Trelawny. We are learning that a guy, his name is Durant Burke, but he was popularly known as Crime. Crime was 32 years old and he's originally from Rosites in St. James, but he was living at Hague District in the parish of Trelawny. We are told that late last night, Crime and two other persons were sitting in a shop when a black Toyota Voxy drove up and stopped. A hoodlum came out of the Voxy, walked into the shop, pulled a gun and opened gunfire at Crime, hitting him in his head and his upper body. The hoodlum, he then exited the shop, boarded the Voxy and made good his escape. Crime, he died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 4.40 spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Vlog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a play blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell